Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And this is the Arctic Avenger. I had to go quite earlier on, but now that we're here, I'm back so we can tell you what the Arctic Avenger is all about. So, the Arctic Avenger pretty much is an intelligence slash strength build. Now, you can lean a bit more towards strength or a bit more towards intelligence, depending on your play style. If you find yourself casting a lot more, using your frost spells a lot more, then you can dump some more points into intelligence. And if you're using your frost spells mainly just to, proc frost on your enemies and just to get that extra additional damage bonus, then you can dump more points into strength. Now, this is why I was here. Alright, this is situational. You use that in places where, just against spellcasters, that's it. So against this guy I was just fighting, he only casts like one spell and he barely ever casts it, so it's like easily avoidable, so it's not needed. This for sure. This for sure because it will help you stagger. This, if you got single targets and you're not really trying to stagger them, just like rats, dogs and those smaller creatures, just like foot soldiers and all that, you would use this against them. If you got big boys, I would use this, or against, just a bunch of targets, so for AoE reasons. However, you also have this for that, and this is very situational, but like as I showed you in the first time, when I went and fought that giant, I snuck behind his ass, I casted the shit, and by the time he was able to think, it was pretty much all over. With a combination of a few frost spells, he was done for. And that's all you really need. It is a very, very simple build that only utilizes, or at least mainly utilizes, and it's pretty much only frost spells except for this right here. Even your Ash of War is a frost spell, and that's it. That's it. Like you don't use anything else. You can, if you want. This is situational as well. Use this one right here. Either like you can use either of them. So, but what I wanted to show you guys is like all you really need for this build is 36 intelligence. If you are looking to, you know, if you're if you want to have a more of a close combat playstyle, then that's what you would do. But if you are interested in being more of a hybrid, then I would keep them, the way I am right now, where I'm using my spells more, but if I want to stagger the person, then my sword does pretty decent damage, and when you combine your spells with some of your melee attacks, because this is a great sword, so it staggers rather fast. And when in combination with some of these frost spells here, it will stagger enemies like really fast. As you've already witnessed, especially the first time. Like that guy staggered and died, and like everything, like almost at the same time. Um, and it's very basic. Like you don't have to depend on a lot of spells. You don't have to depend on a lot of buffs. So let's go to the stats real fast. Uh, talk about that. Like I have 35 vigor. I can drop it down to 30 if I want, and dump like maybe just 2-3 more points into endurance if you do not want to use one of the charms. Um, Mind at 20 is good enough, even with me like casting more than doing melee damage. If you're doing more melee damage than casting, I would drop my mind to 15. Um, Strength, again, if you're doing more melee damage, you can take that all the way to like 60 and drop your intelligence to um, to 40 or to 36 even if you want. If you're just depending on the frost proc and then you're just doing melee damage. Dexterity is there because that's the requirement for the weapon. Faith, that's the standard. Arcane, that's the default for my character. That's it. Like you do not have a lot of things to do. But don't forget, I am level 123, so you ideally you would be level 150, right? So you still have 27 points left. So technically, you can do a lot. Like without taking anything out, I can see myself dumping 2 points into endurance, 5 points into vigor, and there you go. We got 20 points left. I can put it all into strength. I can put it all into intelligence, granting me, access to even more spells like Ronnie's Dark Moon. Um, but I don't know. I wouldn't use that. Like if I have 70 intelligence, I feel like I'm a full-on caster almost. But like this, we'll have like 50 intelligence, 50 strength. I think would be fair. You do need some endurance because of the armor that you're wearing and all that is a bit heavy. So your endurance should be around 25 to 30. Mind, I feel like it's really good the way it is. But if you feel like you don't have enough, you can add 5 points or minus 5 points if you're, like I said, if you're doing melee damage. And that's it, guys. Now let's look at the items really fast. Royal Greatsword. It's a colossal weapon. It's not even a greatsword. Jeez. Wolf's Assault is fucking amazing. To be honest, I love it personally. This is probably the best staff you can use unless you have. Let's see. I mean, this one is 52, so if you're willing to invest 2 more points, I would go for this one. If you're willing to invest all the way to 60, I would go for probably even this one. Alright. But I think this one is better because just... Let's see, only those with the highest intelligence may well define this, alright. What does it do? It only gives that. I mean, here enhances power of all sorceries, which includes frost sorceries, but for additional FP. And you can put a little bit more into mind. You can adjust it accordingly and you'll be fine. You know what I mean? See how you play, what you prefer, and that's it. For here, as you can see, Zammer, Beast Champion Gauntlets, and Blights Greaves. Alright, Filigreed, guys. Carrying the Filigreed crest. You can change that, go for Magic Scorpion Charm if you'd like. If you're doing melee damage, you know what to go for, guys. Let's see. You're not going to be using that. You're not going to be using that. Okay, if you feel like you're charging up your weapon a lot, using a lot of charged attacks, well, then this is a good one. And if you're using jumping attack, this is a good one, because this is a build that focuses on staggering as well. It's not like the primary focus, but like it is like you want to stagger and you want to trigger frost as fast as you can, pretty much. It's all about inflicting frost damage, keeping that frost debuff on their ass the entire time, while trying to stagger them and doing as much damage as you can while staggering them. Like, usually when I stagger them, I always try to get an extra, spell. Try to cast an extra spell, like what I just did earlier. If it's a large target, you're gonna be able to cast a spell and do your critical hit. So that's what I like about this. So you can make sure that they're always taking frost damage, and that debuff is almost, on them the entire time. And that's about it, to be honest. If like you're not, you can use Alexander's charm if you'd like, but like I don't think it's necessary unless you are spamming the shit out of the Wolf's Assault. Then alright, you can go for it. Now, I don't know if it works on it, but it should, to be honest. Um, if you need defenses, if you need health, you know what to do. I don't even have it, guys. Like, I beat this game without having anything. I was actually naked with 10 vigor, so... but I did use summons. That's it. Honestly, this... the main reason I use this is because of, which spell was it that I can charge? I think you can charge Adola's Moonblade and Zammer Ice Storm. The Ice Storm for sure you can charge. That's why I actually have Godfrey's icon. And that's it, guys. We're gonna stand right here. This is the Arctic Avenger. He's looking good. I like the armor. The armor, I'm wearing it mainly for the theme, guys. Alright, don't forget that. I only wear armor for looks. I barely ever wore armor for anything else other than looks. And maybe just defensives, like against physical damage. Like, I don't wear it for bonuses. Not, like, I'm not gonna say I've never done it, but barely ever. And plus, I don't even know if these have any bonuses on them. Oh god. Alright, John, this is their time. It doesn't say it lived. It doesn't say it. I mean, it would have been nice if it helped frost spells in any form or way, or just gave me like 1 point into intelligence or anything to mind. Anything like that would have been nice, but I guess not. Freezing warriors. Biting, freezing winds, or set damage. Yeah, never mind. Not what I'm looking for. Well, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to watch more build guides, or rather build crafting videos for now. And then I'll make proper build guides showing you guys how to get this character from level 1 all the way to level 150 with a fresh start playthrough. I won't do a playthrough, but like I'll show you everything throughout the playthrough. I'll show you the most important parts from level 1 all the way to level 150. But for those, make sure you vote whenever you see the Elden Ring builds. Whenever I make a poll for that, make sure to vote if you'd like to see proper guides, because I am working on that. Lightning Lord will be the first one. I'm working on it. It's gonna take a while though. But once I get the hang of it, it's gonna get easier and faster, and I'm just gonna be able to do them a lot more often and a lot more frequently. Anyways, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to watch more content like this, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Take care, y'all, and peace.